when I was getting into 4, Battlefield 1 came out.
My thing is, I preferred Bad Company. Bad Company had a great storyline.
These snipers, man. Now, I kind of wish the SOCOM series went a little bit further. Like, I started
Right?
watching videos on SOCOM, and I was like, oh, that's not out anymore? Like, that,
No.
like,
SOCOM was
I...
awesome. Until they
Oh,
made
yeah, from what I
SOCOM
heard.
4. Once they made SOCOM 4, it kind of died right then and there.
Yeah.
Versus Fireteam Bravo 3 and Fireteam Bravo 2 and all that stuff. Fireteam Bravo 3 is where I started off on, and that's where I met Ouch Time. You remember Ouch Time?
Yep.
That was way back in 2008? Around there? Right when the PSP was just taking off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was thinking yesterday. Cops have these stupid, racial and gender sensitivity trainings. And then I'm like thinking, you know how many disabled people get arrested or hurt by police and y'all are concerned about race and your dang gender?
People are stupid nowadays, what can you say?
Like, for me, it was like, I think police need more training on them because the amount of times that police are interacting with them is a lot. And these poor, handicapped people, like, one guy it was a couple years ago, I want to say 2012, a deaf man was shot in the back by a police officer because he didn't follow commands. And they thought he had a weapon. Like, which is a funny, well, it's not funny, but a good story to go along with that is when my dad was in the Border Patrol Academy. They did their scenarios, and he was a street cop, so he knew what to do. They gave him a person who was deaf scenario, and they were waiting for him to turn his back towards the suspect, but he didn't. Instead, he gave him his pen and a piece of paper to talk with, so that the guy could understand, because they were just waiting for him to turn his back so they could shoot him. And he was the only one to not get killed, so is what they ended up happening was they're like, okay, we need to kill him somehow. So on the last traffic stop, he did. Like, it was a terrorist with an RPG, and they blew him up. Because that was the only way they could kill him, which is kind of funny. And it's like, I wish people would, I wish more departments, instead of their sensitivity trainings, would do special needs training. It's so important. So important. I think it also has to do with because we do foster care, and we deal with all that on such a regular basis that for us it's just second nature. I know I'm yammering on.
No, it's not that. It's just work's hitting me finally. You
Guess
get to
that's a
that
good
point of
thing.
your day where your body finally starts to slow down, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm at that point.
Me, it hits me like right after work, and then I have to take a nap and then just.
5 seconds. Op 4 has located the biohazard container.
Barbed wire deployed.
Now I just gotta wait for Ad to get everything set up. That's nerve-wracking, waiting on people. Apparently I don't like to wait on people. Shocking. I wonder why they like me at work. Always doing stuff. What's up with people in 5M? And their like, everybody wants to roleplay on dang LSPDFR. Puts a bad taste in my mouth. Because there's so many bad apples on there. Like you're just better off playing single player. Yeah, I shut off my PS4 by accident. I went to go close down an application and I hit shut down.
That was smart.
Shut up. Yeah, my Wi-Fi's connected, okay. I think if I go to my Google, yes. Yeah, this Paramount Union thing is going to be interesting how this works out.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
I'm not quite sure what it's going to do for us, I suppose, but I have to wait and see. Oh, I need to go to files. Everything's so much different on a Windows operating system.
Locate the biohazard container.
That's plugins. Desktop.
So, what is this thing that Ad had us join again? Paramount Union? Yeah. What is that for again?
The biohazard
I
container
believe that is for. What is it? It's like a. I had it. What is it? It is.
5 seconds.
It is. It's a collaboration between a bunch of gaming clans, I guess, to help out each other, stuff like that. I'm not.
So you're basically playing a middleman.
Yeah. Pretty much kind of like a middleman. And it's basically to help a lot of these smaller communities. Badge. Ratio. Do you want to open this file? Yes. Okay, thank you. Please do. Yes! Stop. The website wants to open a web content using this. Yes! Just. Seriously? You aren't just gonna. There we go.
Op 4 last op.
Switch of the destination files are the same. Yes.
Securing the container once the threat is neutralized.
You would just move it over to desktop. Or not, you can be stubborn. Whatever. Screw you, stupid computer. Oh gosh, darn it. Upload failed. Oh, screw you too.
Secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard.
That's the problem when you switch operating systems. Gets confusing. Haven't had a Windows operated computer since. I haven't used one since 2012? 2012, 2013?
Let's see, before my computer I had, last operating one I had was Windows,
Op 4 located the biohazard
Windows
container.
XP Home Edition, which was like 2005.
Dang.
5 seconds.
Yeah, it was, because there was a Star Wars, because me and Ethan, well, we still are big into Star Wars. The problem is they haven't been making any good Star Wars games, and we're like big fans
That's
of
why I
Star
like
Wars.
the older ones. Give me Knights of the Old Republic any day.
Oh, Ethan's. We had that for mobile, and he like ran through that like 5 times.
Well, it's a good game.
Oh yeah, you know I never finished it because it was just like, you know I've gotten better at video games, but one day, now it's loading faster. Finishing up loading Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'll play that.
One friendly remaining.
On PC. That should be interesting.
Biohazard intervene immediately.
What is it? Where was I going with this? And started playing on. Oh yeah, I'm planning one day to get a Clone Commander Bakara, like full armor set, which is gonna cost me over $1,000.